This video is brought to you by Digital Greyhound Racing, a new NFT game by BetNFT. The game is launching soon. For more information, go to betnft.run.
G'day punters, welcome to another edition of Greyhound Gold. Brett Honey here, and unfortunately I'm flying solo. David Short's away, but hopefully we can still back a few winners. We're also getting tips from James Broadhurst. He sent his mail through, very kind of him. Hopefully we can get a few winners this weekend, but first we'll go back to our run of the week, and it was the Group 2 WA Oaks out here on Saturday night. It was taken out by Refine. The race starts with Danny's Gem, who began well but wanted to veer hard left. This gave Refine all the room in the world out wide to be able to cross and lead. There was more gemming behind there, with no real strong run-on dog behind Refine to try and make a race of it. We saw West on Sadie and Safari Train try and make some ground late, but the bird had well and truly flown with some impressive middle and early sections. Refine was able to get away on the arm, was able to have enough in the tank late to get the job done in the Oaks. Refine was first. West on Sadie did enough for second. Safari Train, who's allergic to a good box draw at the moment, was back there in third. The overall times were 5:42, 18:33, 11:59, 29:92. A very good win there by Refine. A couple of good bitches through the Oak Series this year. Hopefully we can see them go on in the winter and do some really good things. Congratulations to all involved with Refine. Let's turn our attention to Mandurah on Friday night. We've got 9 races on the program. My best bet comes up in race 9. That's number 1, Zippy Zenvo. This greyhound's had 5 starts at the track and trip for 2 wins. Importantly, both those wins have come from box 1. In recent times, she's been at Cannington just dealing with difficult box draws. She's much better on the rail, and box 1 just seems to bring her out. She loves the bend start as well, even over the 600 metre start at Cannington. She used to begin really well, so this 490 trip should be no problem, and if she leads this race, I think she'll go on to win. That's race 9, number 1, Zippy Zenvo. My value bet comes up in race 6. This number 8, Classy Right. Really keen to have a bet here. This dog's going super for Terry Earnshaw. Was very good in defeat in a race behind Archibald last start, and before that was a really good winner behind beating Steampunk Wolf from box 7 on that occasion. Had to do a lot of work and we still had enough in the tank to get the job done late. Look, it does look a bit awkward on the inside for Blackpool Bo, who's been in great form for the train. Has to deal with Bamsy's boy on his inside there, and that has caused him issues in the past. I just think Classy Right can sit handy here and is very strong to the line. So at a bit of value there, race 6, number 8, Classy Right, to go along with race 9, number 1, Zippy Zenvo. As I mentioned, James has sent his tips in. His best bet comes up in race 8, number 3, Awesome Assassin, tipping this dog to carry on his very good form. And from a value perspective, race 9, number 5, Shantarum, who was very good last start from a difficult box, has box 5, but James thinks that he can overcome that on Friday night. We'll move ahead to Cannington on Saturday night. My best bet comes up in race 7, number 2, West on Bray. This is one of the 2 heats of the Winter Cup. Both my selections do come up in the Winter Cup, actually. And yeah, I just think West on Bray can get the lead here. Archibald in the box 1 does have a lot of early speed, but I just think West on Bray can get to the lead. He's been leading some very good races, was run down by Momentum 2 starts ago, and the times have been a bit indifferent. But apart from Jimmy's decision in that race last start, not a lot. We're taking a great deal of amount of ground off West on Bray, so I think he can get the job done there in race 7. My value play comes up in race 6, which is the first heat of the Winter Cup. That's number 4, Jimmy's Decision. You got to love Paul Stewart in feature races. I'm tipping he can get the job done here with Jimmy's Decision. This greyhound has returned to the track in fine style with a race which was not far off the track record, winning at Mandurah 2 starts ago, and last week took a lot of ground off West on Bray. Nearly got the job done in that hot free-for-all. I don't think this race is particularly any harder. Do have Momentum there. It's drawn in box 3, but does have to deal with Manzu and his inside, who's been beginning pretty well and has a lot of strong muster. So I just think Jimmy's Decision, who's quite strong late, I think he can get over the top of them for a bit of value there in race 6. James tips on Saturday night. He likes race 2, number 2, Hinto. This greyhound was beaten last start in a similar race, but James thinks that he can get the job done here on Saturday night. And for a bit of value, race 4, number 5, Amplified. This chaser comes out of a really hot race on Monday. The likes of Manzu and Firecloud went around there, but he thinks that he can get the job done on Saturday night as well. If you are in the area on Saturday night, make sure you try and get down to Cannington. We've got 2 really good heats of the Winter Cup. This race was taken out by Jackson County last year, who did some really good things in the winter. Hopefully a chaser from this year's series can do something pretty similar. Thank you for your company today, and make sure you tune in this time next week for another edition of Greyhound Gold.